Hey guys, it's Monday in the Great Perhaps. For this week's challenge, we all have to come up with the top 10 list of anything we want for 2009. And of course, the reasoning behind my choice is because I hosted a radio show for the greater part of 2009, and I was also a co-host on a podcast for half of 2009 as well. So my choice is obvious. I am going to tell you guys my top 10 favorite albums of the year. Of course, it was a hard choice to pick just 10 because there were so many great albums that came out this year, but I'm going to go based on the ones that I've listened to all the songs all the way through and enjoyed all of them. Number 10 is Alex Day's Parrot Stories. It was actually probably the last album I've listened to all the way through in 2009, so it didn't make that high up on the list, but I have listened to all the songs on the CD and they are fantastic. Number 9, Owl City's Ocean Eyes. I first heard this at camp this summer because of my friend Brianna, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Number 8, Mary Magdalan is a band that I've been on a street team called the Crucifix Mafia for about a year and a half now. They are amazing. I love them. And their CD, Rest in Peace, or R.I.P, came out the week I had to go to camp this summer. It made me so mad because I wanted to get this, but hey, going to camp got me this because I got money and I got to buy it. And it comes with 2 CDs. Each CD comes with at least 12 songs on it. And she's just an amazing writer, and she uses what happened to her as a child and through her teenage years to write her music. Number 7. This is actually the first CD I've ever reviewed in my life. I got this a week before it came out. It's Ben Lee's The Rebirth of Venus. And as you can see, he's mocking the Venus portrait. And it was a really good CD. I liked it a lot. It does have sentimental value because it was the first CD I ever reviewed, and I actually got this for free, so I can't beat that. Number 6. Of course, any band that does Doctor Who inspired music, I'm definitely going to put them in my top 10 list of albums that came out. So, gotta give it up to Chameleon Circuit's self-titled album. It's an amazing album. I love every song on it, and that's really hard for me to say. There's not a lot of albums that come out that I like every song on it. Linkin Park, Motion City Soundtrack, and I used to be able to say Weezer, but their last CD was kind of... And Real Big Fish. Real Big Fish is definitely one of those bands that I like, listen to every song and like. So I get to add Chameleon Circuit to that very, very small list of bands that I like every song about. Number 5. Vivian Girls' Everything Goes Wrong was an album that I wasn't expecting to hear at all. I had never heard of Vivian Girls before 2009, and it actually was introduced to me by a channel called IFC, Independent Film Channel. I was watching Whitest Kids You Know, and after that they have a little 15-minute show where they show internet clips where they play music. Well, one of the clips showed Vivian Girls performing one of the songs off their new album, and I loved it, and I instantly fell in love with Vivian Girls. So that album is definitely on my top list. Number 4, Spinnerette's self-titled album. I am a big fan of the Distillers, and the fact that the lead singer of that band is now in a sort of solo project called the Spinnerettes made me super happy. I bought the Ghetto Love EP back in December, and it was amazing, and I definitely wanted to check out the album, but it too came out before I had to go to camp. Actually, it came out while I was at camp, and I was super excited to hear it, and once I got home from camp and I listened to it automatically. It was one of the first things I listened to whenever I came home, and they're just awesome. Number 3, NOFX Coaster. I am absolutely in love with punk rock music, and NOFX, their new CD did not disappoint whatsoever. I actually downloaded it before I went to camp, so it was one of the things I got to listen to while I was there, and I just love it. It's awesome, and all the songs are either really good music or really funny. NOFX has the tendency to write songs that are supposed to be hilarious, and they didn't disappoint. Number 2, Fastball's Little White Lies. Fastball, I've been a fan of them since I was probably 8 or 9. I don't know. Their song The Way, if you've ever heard it, it's an awesome song, and Fastball is a really amazing band. And it's really great to hear that they're still out making music, and not only is it good music, it's a little bit different since when they were on a major label, but you can still tell it's them, and that's what I love. And number 1, of course, I gotta give it to the band that I was most interested in hearing in 2009. It was actually the first album that I wanted to get. That came out in January 2009, and I had to wait till August to get it. But it was worth the wait. Real Big Fish's Fame, Fortune, and Fornication definitely is number 1 on my list. Even though it is a cover album, all the songs on there are cover songs, and none of them are original. They do amazing jobs with covers, and they never disappoint. And not only did I get that album this year, I got every single album they came out with the money I got from working at camp. So, you can tell I'm a little bit obsessed with them. They're my favorite band as of right now. Anyways, that's my top 10 list of 2009, and I can't wait to see you guys' top 10 list this week, and I will see you guys later. Peace. If you haven't heard it yet, I suggest you do, and I need to stop looking at my screen.